Des, what's the early talk about Tom? Are you concerned about his ability to play again this season?
Yeah, dislocated shoulder. I think we know that. But we don't know we won't be able to determine the extent of the damage until scans are done. Yeah.
Which adds even more to the disappointment about the late loss, the Tuipulotu tackle at the end. Did you have a view and review of that? Did you think that it was not high, perhaps?
Yeah, it wasn't high. No, it was a good tackle. It's a brave tackle. They're called a try save. Yeah. You know, and the idea of the game is defence, and the idea of a try save is to come up with big plays. It was a great play. It just adds to the disappointing too on the result. You know, like on the back of a 9-2 penalty count. You know, you legged them back. They got legged back into the game. I thought. You know, a couple I can wear. A couple of stupid penalties we gave away, but yeah, I thought. Very dubious calls. Forward pass. It was actually the same corner as a couple of years ago, wasn't it? Didn't miss that forward pass. And probably the Gutherson kick chase was probably at least a metre offside. So, you know, I'm sure Benny will review his game.
When you consider you lost 4 of your last 5, question mark over Tom, you're off to Melbourne next week, you really got the team to dig into some spirit now?
Oh, definitely. I think there was plenty of character shown tonight. Yeah, we can compete, and we're going to need to. It was arguably, you know, probably the better of the side for the majority of the game, but we didn't get the points.
Did you have a chance to speak to the ref? Because on the field he said it was fine. You guys are celebrating. The bunkers obviously tipped him off. Did he explain where the high contact came from?
Is that about the Christian tackle,
the Tuipulotu tackle.
Yeah. No, there was no communication, so that was between themselves, obviously, yeah.
Frustrating, obviously?
Yeah, as a night, not specifically about one situation. There was so many to look at tonight. There's so many we walk off and scratch our head at, but ultimately they won and we just needed to be better. We needed to stop tries, and as much as we tried, it wasn't enough.
Yeah, I know you say let's see how scans go and whatnot, but just in terms of how is actually Tom the person, given like he's had a wretched run of luck over the last couple of years, how is he?
Sorry?
Just how is Tom? Like, just not necessarily shoulder, but just how is he?
He'll be a bit disappointed. You know, he takes it very, very hard. You know, he sort of blames himself a lot, but he's just having one of those runs at the moment. So he'll bounce back.
Did they get the shoulder back in after it dislocated? Is he off the hospital?
Yes.
Yeah. And have they had to send him to hospital, or is he still here?
No, he's still here. Yep.
Daly, is there a more deflating moment as far as an injury than when Tom goes down? I know we all talk about how good he is, but just generally he's run of bad luck he's had over the last couple of years. Like, it's whenever he goes down, it feels like the air goes out of the stadium almost. What's it like for you guys?
Yeah, everyone enjoys watching Tommy play. It doesn't really matter who you're cheering for. You're cheering for the best players in the game to be out there, and unfortunately Tom's been injured a few times recently, and it has an impact on our side, but it's just footy, mate. It really is, and we'll get around him and make sure he's all right. But the reality is the comp keeps going, and we're going to have someone step in there next week, and we're going to come up against a really strong side in Melbourne, and we're looking forward to that challenge. And obviously the results suggest that we haven't done too well recently, but we just spoke about that was a massive turnaround for us as a side just then. And sometimes you don't get the points at the end of the night, but if we play like that for the rest of the season, we're going to be all right.
Des, what do you make of the Sean Kepi sin bin?
Look, it's just that part of the game at the moment. Any sort of foul play deemed that looks bad, or what's the name, is going to be dealt with either a sin bin or a send off. So I haven't looked at it closely. So I'm tipping that the sin bin will be sufficient there.
Marty gave everyone a scare at the end. Was that cramp or something more serious?
Yeah, just cramp. Yeah.
All good, guys? Thank you.
Thank you.